I'm not one to harp on the news. However, I found myself recently obsessing over the Diddy case. And for people who are not aware of what's happening with P. Diddy or whatever he goes by now, he was arrested. There have been like over 200 allegations of women and men, but two main celebrities have stood out with complaints that have kind of brought a lot of attention to the situation. And that was Cassie, who he was in a relationship with, and Lil Rod have both spoken up and said that they were drugged, raped, extorted, and trafficked, amongst a variety of a ton of other horrific things. So the reason that I have been so disturbed by this is because I have noticed that whenever I try to look into the news or see what is going on, the media has been severely warping what's actually happening and not reporting a lot of things. And so I've been very disturbed with trying to just access information or just to get an objective view on what's going on. And so for anyone who has not been up to date, I'm going to read, this is from BBC. And that is like, I think, one of the best news sources right now because it's not an American one. And let's be honest, any American news source just goes with the highest bidder, and gender media and all that is, anyway, I digress. Okay, so Jay Z has been associated with Diddy. They've been best friends and had a history for years. And a lot of these allegations have just been pointing to Diddy, although a lot of recent ones have also been pointing to Jay Z as well. Although he keeps brushing everything under the rug, in my opinion. I start to feel like I'm going insane. So reading word for word on BBC right now. Okay. A lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs and Jay Z, which alleged the rape of a 13-year-old girl in 2000, has been dismissed, according to a legal filing submitted on Friday in New York. Anonymous plaintiff, referred to as Jane Doe, voluntarily withdrew the case, court records show. The filing was submitted by lawyer Tony Busby, who is representing dozens of plaintiffs in lawsuits alleging sexual misconduct against Mr. Combs. The filing states that the plaintiff hereby gives the notice that the action is voluntarily dismissed with prejudice. So for people that don't know what that means, she can't open the lawsuit again. And Roc Nation, the entertainment company founded by Jay Z, I don't know if this was so disturbing to me. If people are not aware of the fact that Jay Z owns Roc Nation, which is partnered with the NFL, so they're responsible for all the entertainment, like basically billion-dollar deals. So of course Jay Z isn't getting in trouble. Company founded by Jay Z, whose legal name is Sean Carter, issued a statement signed by him referring to the dismissal as a victory. Of course you did. Quote, "The frivolous, fictitious, and appalling allegations have been dismissed," he wrote. "The civil suit was without merit and never going anywhere. The fictional tale they created was laughable, if not for the seriousness of the claims." Nice save there. "The trauma that my wife, my children, loved ones, and I have endured can never be dismissed." The rapper who was married to singer Beyonce, he continued, "The courts must protect the innocent from being..." I'm sorry, I can't get this without laughing. Sorry. "The courts must protect the innocent from being accused without a shred of evidence. May the truth prevail for all victims and those falsely accused equally." Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, emphasized in a separate statement that the case never should have been brought. Quote, again, "By standing up in the face of heinous and false allegations, Jay has done what few can. He pushed back. He never settled. He never paid one red penny. He triumphed and cleared his name," he said in a statement to the BBC. Jane Doe finally filed a lawsuit against Mr. Combs in October before adding Jay-Z's name in December. She alleged that both men assaulted her in 2000 after an MTV Video Music Awards after party. Jay-Z strongly denied the allegations, claiming that his attorney had been sent blackmail in an attempt to force a settlement. He said the attempt had the opposite effect and instead motivated him to publicly challenge the accusations. Okay, I have to stop reading this and I need to inject my opinion. This is why I'm not a news source, because news sources can't, they're not supposed to say their opinion, but they always do anyway, right? So this is my opinion. This is fucking bonkers. I feel like I'm about to lose my mind, or like my head is about to explode. We are celebrating. I'm sorry, he's bragging about the fact that he did not settle. He didn't pay this woman a cent and like, oh yay, that he's cleared his name. But like, let's just pretend for a minute that like what this woman is saying could be accurate. 13 years old. And she's accused Diddy, who, let's be honest, I think everyone can agree, he's definitely guilty. And let's look at the bigger picture here. Of course, Diddy is not the only person running this entire organization or this entire, like, human king thing, apparently. And he's just a pawn in this whole scheme. And he's obviously their fall guy. But who else is really behind the scenes manufacturing this, right? Because, like, Weinstein and Epstein, that whole thing, I can't. So Diddy is clearly connected to all of this. And now I think everyone is just pushing this on Diddy. Yes, he's a terrible person and I think deserves to, like, everything that's coming to him. But, like, he definitely didn't operate alone. And the fact that people are celebrating Jay Z for basically, like, bamboozling this, like, I believe the 13-year-old girl. I believe Jane Doe. I think the reason she didn't want to release her name is because she was probably being harassed, because there have been plenty of other lawsuits filed against Jay Z and Beyonce. Look it up. This is not defamation. I got my facts from BJ Corbell. She is amazing, and I've been following her. She doesn't practice law anymore, but is a lawyer who has been pulling up the public records from California with all these lawsuits, that so many people have filed lawsuits against Jay Z and Beyonce for harassment and extortion and all of these heinous things. And then we gaslight the victims and say that they're the ones that are crazy for bringing this to light instead of listening to what they say. And all of these cases have been dismissed as frivolous. It sounds insane and it sounds ridiculous. But what better way for an evil person to hide in plain sight than to pose as a celebrity that everyone hero worships, basically. I'm sorry, Queen Bee and like this kind of celebrity hero worship is exactly why we are allowing these like awful people to get away with the things that they are getting away with. And I do think Jay Z is guilty, and I think that the fact that we are like glorifying him for like getting away with this like heinous thing, everyone can agree it's heinous. He's just saying it's heinous that she's lying, but like no, why would you lie? I mean, I know you would lie. I know why you would lie about something like that, but having been a sexual assault victim at a child age, I was sexually assaulted when I was 7. I was not raped, but I was very, very close. And I do feel a level of experience talking on the subject that at 7 years old, I still had the wherewithal to understand that having to describe the experience to professionals, to explain where he touched me, it was humiliating. And at 7 years old, I knew that it was fucking humiliating and that I did not want to have to be talking about it and I did not want to be going through it. But I had to because my parents found out and they were lawyers and they reported it. And so I had to. I'm speaking as a sexual assault victim. It is not easy to talk about, and I'm not saying that every single person who claims that they've been sexually assaulted is telling the truth. However, I do think that with all of the evidence that we have pulling Diddy and Jay Z together and like all these allegations, and it does seem, I'm sorry, Jay Z is guilty, and I am so sick of nobody having the balls to just say it. Like, Jay Z's a rapist, and I'm so angry that we are glorifying him and that everybody is like, yay, Jay Z, and like poor Jay Z and Beyonce that these horrible accusations were even thrown their way. Oh my God. Like, no, I'm sorry, screw these people. And everyone that has had known affiliations to Diddy that suddenly is trying to act like they didn't know what's been going on the entire time. This. Yeah, this is the yeah, Jay-Z's front and center. So is Kim, the Kardashians. They're front and center. Yeah, right. How stupid are we as an American society? Like, I'm sorry, but like, connect the dots. It's all there. And like the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner, I'm sorry, they're obviously best friends with Diddy. And these are people that have started their empire by literally like humanizing themselves. Like they started by like releasing their own sex tape, and then this is also a family that built their empire on shamelessly lying. Kylie Jenner trying to say that she didn't get lip filler and it was her like, anyway, I can't even go into like the whole, on the millions of reasons why the Kardashians are so problematic for like young women in American society and just like everyone in general. But they started their empire on selling Kim's sex tape, and they were responsible for it. In fact, are still profiting. Kim makes 12.5% of the profits. Ray J finally exposed Kim and Kris, saying, I have the contract. Look, guys, literally, here's the contract where you signed it, and this was your idea even. Kris is the one who went through the videos to decide which sex tape to release of Kim. Mom of the year. Anyway, she released the tape. They released the tape, and then when Ray J actually spoke out about this, he got his live capabilities taken away on Instagram Live. And if people don't believe me, fact check this for yourself. And for all the celebrities that have been trying to speak out about this, but we've been gaslighting and saying that they're crazy, like, I'm sorry, justice for Justin. Poor Justin Bieber. I cannot even, like, my heart shatters thinking about the fact that Diddy had legal guardianship of him for 48 hours. And then, okay, if anyone has any doubt in their mind, go watch the video Yummy by Justin Bieber, and that just, like, he was trying to speak up. Of course he was. Like Justin Bieber, I don't know if people actually knew what was going on. I know I certainly didn't. I've said I'm a believer. This poor kid, I know he's an adult now, but like, we should not give up on Justin Bieber as an American culture society. We've literally failed him. Like, and now I feel like an obligation. We need to speak up and like help Justin. Like, this is so sad. And even thinking about, he's even said as a joke, but his marriage, like, to Hailey Bieber, I'll get into that a different topic or on a different time. But like, in the meantime, like, I just feel like we need to help Justin, or just like justice for Justin. And then Kim had a photo shoot with Justin when he was like 15 called The Graduation, and everyone you can't really find pictures of it now because of course Kim, Jenner Media, they like wipe anything that doesn't serve them. So it was pedophilic as fuck and it was creepy. The movie The Graduate, I think it was like spun on that because it was called The Graduation, and it was like Justin like at 15 dressed and like him in like lingerie in this little sexy photo shoot. Speculation, Kim raped Justin Bieber, like dead ass. I'm gonna say it, I don't give a shit. Like, that is so creepy and gross. And the Kardashians are awful people, and so are Jay Z and Beyonce, and they're like running everything. And I get it. I used to be a material girl. Like I like my things. I get it. But like, you guys, even giving them your eyes, following them on Instagram, eyes are money in the US right now, and we need to stop like supporting a society that like glorifies evil people just because like they might be talented, like Jay Z and Beyonce, and they've kind of, I think, just built a whole empire on like blood and tears. But like the Kardashians aren't even talented, and Diddy, like why did we even let them into the industry and like run shit? They're literally like talentless idiots that like I guess are good looking, but like even in the Kardashians case, because they've spent millions of dollars on their parents and then like lie about it and then set unrealistic body standards for young women and create eating disorders with young girls. I'm so over it. Like sorry, not sorry. I'm starting a channel where I'm just gonna speak up about these things because I'm gonna lose my mind. And sorry, not sorry. Cancel the Kardashians. Cancel Jay Z and Beyonce. The throne needs to fall. The people top need to fall. This is bullshit, and it's disgusting. And like everybody says the people up top are like evil, and like CEOs are evil and greedy, but like not to sound crazy, but this is like a different level of evil and so much more sinister. Like when it comes to children and celebrity stars, like, and it's right in the spotlight. Like, I'm sorry, if this can happen to Britney Spears and Justin Bieber and people right in front of our faces, why are more people not concerned that like for the rest of us, or even just like that can happen to them, can literally happen to anyone, and like more people should be concerned, or at the very least from talking about it, because I don't feel like anybody's even talking about it. And then this is also crazy, the news that I try to find that like supports what I'm saying, I had articles that I'd saved like trashing Jay Z and Beyonce, and they get wiped in front of my eyes. Like, try to find bad press on Jay Z and Beyonce, they'll wipe it overnight. It doesn't exist. The only press you'll find are people that like were smart enough to screenshot things like before they get deleted and wiped. Like, they're controlling the media, they're controlling like literally everything. So I've had enough. I'm speaking up. I've had it. It's bullshit. The people need to cancel the Kardashians, cancel Jay Z, cancel Beyonce, cancel Hollywood. Hollywood needs to fall. I've had it. Bullshit. Sorry, not sorry. Stay tuned. I'm gonna keep reporting on stuff like this.